Hello and welcome back to another new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Bailey. I am a first-time mom to a 1-month-old baby boy, Hudson. Today I want to catch up with you, share some updates on how our life has been with a newborn. In my last video, I was very pregnant doing all of the nesting things. I was convinced that I was going to go early. I was making sure that everything was organized and I was as ready as I possibly could be. Then 40 weeks came around and there were no signs of him coming anytime soon, so we ended up scheduling an induction for 41 weeks. I was going in for NSTs and just making sure that he was still all good in there. But the night before, my water broke and that kickstarted our labor process. My husband and I have decided to keep many of the delivery details private, so we're just gonna say, long story short, I labored for 22 hours. I then pushed for 2 before I was taken for an emergency C-section. We did also have to stay in the hospital for a little bit over a week, just making sure that everything was all good with me and Hudson. We couldn't be more thankful that we are both perfectly healthy and we're able to come home. Overall, we've been adjusting to everything better than I expected. I feel very privileged to say that the first month has gone very well. Since coming home from the hospital, we have had a great experience. Andrew is back to work now. He had 4 weeks off, so with me going a week late and then being in the hospital for a week, we only had 2 weeks together at home. We're obviously very thankful for that time. I really don't think any amount of time would have felt like enough. He really has been the best, biggest help all through the days and nights, so it has been a big adjustment trying to slowly take over all the responsibilities as he goes back to work. It's truly amazing how much we have learned over the past couple weeks. So in this video, I want to share what we've been doing and the things that have been working for us. Feeding updates. I am strictly nursing, which I'm very thankful to say is going really well. He is eating every 3 hours. Most of the time, I still need to either wake him up or remind him that it's time to eat. It's not really often that he's crying or needing to eat before the 3-hour mark, but he eats really well at that time. As he is nursing on one side, I'm using my Boon on the other. I get about 2 or 3 ounces each time I feed him, so I'm starting to build up quite the freezer supply. We have a deep freezer in the basement now. I'm just freezing all of the milk. That way, eventually, we can either start offering the bottle. That way, Andrew can feed him, or we've also talked about looking into how we can donate some of the milk, just if we continue to have kind of an oversupply. The Boon is definitely a must-have eating item for me. During the day, I put the extra milk in these little containers that I got from Mom Cozy, and then overnight, I collect it all in this chill. That way, I don't have to keep coming downstairs in the middle of the night, and at some point during the morning, I make sure to bag up all of the milk. I've been using these bags and then putting them into little 4-ounce servings. I use this container to help measure out the milk into 4 ounces and then pour it into the bag. Grab a fresh one of these for today and then start the collection. This is going in the fridge. I'm gonna add to it during the day, and these are going in the freezer. Then I wash all of this, make sure it's ready for tonight. I do have 2 of these, but I also wash it right away just so it can be dry by the time I need it again. I'll wash all that in a second, but the Boppy is another one of my feeding essentials. It makes nursing him more comfortable. Then I also make sure to use a fresh burp cloth and bib. I prefer these. I have the bandana ones and then also the rounded ones. These fit him a little bit better, so I actually just order more of them. Lots of laundry, but I'm really thankful with how feeding has been going, and it's pretty much everything that we've been using. We're thinking that he's a pretty good sleeper. I wake him up every 3 hours overnight to feed still. Like I said, we were in the hospital for about a week. During that time, he only lost 1 ounce, so he's been at birth weight, but we've still been waking him up every 3 hours to eat. He also just goes right back to sleep afterwards. He's sleeping in his bassinet right next to our bed. We did try the first couple nights the Ollie swaddle. He was not a fan, but we noticed that he was sleeping like with his arms up, so we got him the Love to Dream swaddle, and he loved that. He did grow out of it though, so we've started using the Kite Baby sleep sacks. We've just stuck with that ever since, and he's still liking those. During the days, we do a lot of contact naps. They are my absolute favorite thing, and he loves them too. He also really loves his Snuggle Me, and he can take a lot of naps in there just when we're sitting right next to him. We definitely have no room for complaints or concerns when it comes to him sleeping, and we know that that's making our lives a million times easier as well. So of course, very thankful for that. Since my last video, we set up a little changing station upstairs in our room. We very quickly realized that we didn't want to keep carrying everything up and down. We did purchase another Kikaroo to have have downstairs, and then another wipe dispenser to create this little changing station downstairs. I grab all the burp cloths and bibs that I'm going to need for the day and just set them over there. That way, again, I'm not going up and down. And then over here in this little caddy, I try to keep everything that we're going to need. I make sure we have diapers, clean pacifiers, stain treater, an extra outfit, extra socks, all over ointment. I actually haven't used this since the hospital, but it was really helpful when I was pumping. Frida ear, nose, and nail picker, and then I also have saline drops in here. The electric Frida nail trimmer, which has been amazing as well. Aquaphor to prevent diaper rash, and our little wipe dispenser. Upstairs version looks very similar. We have our diaper pail over here, wipe dispenser, Aquaphor. We use this egg light in the middle of the night to change his diaper. That way we're not making it too bright. Diapers, hairbrush, ointment, and lotion over here. Having all of this out and ready has made changing him at night super easy, and again, did not want to be carrying all of this up and downstairs every day. Very thankful to have both setups. I set up this area in my last video, but this little play gym has been his absolute favorite thing. He's definitely getting more and more interested in the things every day, but he loves the high contrast cards. He just lays down and looks at them, and this ball is his absolute favorite thing. I love that there's so much to explore on here, so I know this will be a favorite for a long time. I'm really excited to be partnering with Love Every, so in addition to the play gym, I also got the play kit. This is the 0 to 2 months, the Looker play kit. I've seen people using this with their play gym, but I didn't know where they got it. I love how everything comes with one of these guides with ways to play, expert tips, development info, and then at-home activities. It helps give advice for what and when to play with and then why. This is the Looker play kit, like I said, so this will be for 0 to 2 months. I already see so many things in here that he's gonna love. High contrast things have been very interesting to him, so I love that he has these little pictures to look at and some more toy options. This will be perfect for tummy time. I can put those high contrast cards in here, set it up for him to look at. More high contrast cards. These little mitts are adorable. It says a little something for you. Oh my gosh. Oh. It says the days are long, but the years are short. A little mug for me. That's so sweet. I'm definitely going to use the guide to see exactly how and when I should introduce everything, but I'm really excited to have all of this to add on to the play gym. He already uses that every single day. I already know all of this is going to be amazing. That was just the Looker kit of 0 to 2 months, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10, and 11 to 12. I'll make sure to leave a link to Love Every below so you can check it out too. Oh, I didn't realize this can go in here. Okay. I can only imagine how obsessed he's gonna be with this, considering how long he stares at that ball. He also just started smiling at it, which is so sweet. These sensory links, such a great idea to put them on the car seat. I've actually been taking the ball off of the play gym and putting it onto his car seat to keep him entertained when we've gone to a few appointments. So this is gonna be amazing to have as another option for that. And then we can also put him on the little play gym. I'm gonna have to really read through this to figure everything out, but I'm so thankful to have all these options that I'm confident he's gonna love and are right for him developmentally right now. Just looking at it and knowing the things he's like so far, it just all makes sense. This is just absolutely amazing, and I'm definitely gonna be getting the other kits when it's time. Speaking of playing, I wanted to do a little Playroom update. This was actually all, for the most part, done while I was pregnant, right at the end of my pregnancy, so I wasn't really feeling like filming much, and I was just doing little bits at a time. But let me show you everything that we got done. Right when you walk in, there's this little sign that says this room was made for playing. I put it in a little frame, and then I also put these little felt right smiley faces next to it. I think they match really well, and the smiley faces are really fun. And then also with felt right, I took the tiles that were in my classroom and I got a few more. I made this felt right wall. I'm obsessed with it, and putting it up just kind of made it feel like home in a way, reminded me of my classroom. This is the biggest wall, so I wanted to cover it, but I also put it on this wall because the nursery is right on the other side, so if it helps eliminate some of the noise that's happening in here while baby is sleeping, that will be good. Obviously right now there's not an issue because there's nobody playing in here while the baby is sleeping, but maybe down the road. My husband also installed this fan, put up the character posters and the bookshelves. I love these posters. It came with a pack of, I don't even know how many, but I just picked a few of my favorites to put up. And then I also put the books that these characters are in on his shelves over here, so I have a few of those out for him. Right below it, I have this spinning bookshelf that is holding all of his board books. We have quite a few, but there's still space for some more, so we've been getting into those a lot. These toys we're not using yet, but they're set up and ready to roll. We have another bookshelf over here, the nugget, and then also this clock that we might be putting up. I guess honestly, this is really the only other wall space that we have, so it might go up there. And then we have this 8-cube organizer that I plan on putting some toys into. I also got these bins from Target that are gonna fit perfectly. I actually wanted to get all the stickers off of them and put them in there today, so they'll fit in there perfectly. And then I have these toys that I can organize, and of course as we get more things, they can find their homes in the bins. I love that they're clear, so eventually he'll be able to see where things go. I also want to make labels once I have a better understanding of what we'll be keeping in each bin. Again, just to help him be able to put things away. But for now, I just sorted out the very few things that we do have into a couple of the bins. I think at 3 months, we'll be able to use this little, we got this little water mat to use for tummy time. So I think it said at 3 months he'll be able to use that. Yeah, 3 months. So we'll pull that out in a couple months. I'm not sure when he'll be into stuffed animals or starting with the teething things, but we'll figure it out. And it's all organized for now. Love the way that looks, and I feel like the room is just coming together really nicely. It's gonna be so sweet when he can eventually play in here, but I know we're gonna be waiting a little while for that, and that's okay. I wanted to share what we've been packing and using in our diaper bag. We have a pretty good understanding of the things that we need. I feel like we've left the house quite a bit between appointments, visiting family. We've even gone up to school a couple times, trying to get him out and about a little bit. The diaper bag we ended up going with is the Everywhere backpack from Lululemon. I think it's a little bit smaller than the normal diaper bags, but found that it has enough room and we really like everything about it. So just on the outside, I have this little diaper bag dispenser. We actually just used the last ones when we were out, so I need to order more. We just keep that right on top. And then in the front, I keep my wallet and a hair tie. I guess I have two. I also put my keys in that pocket if we're out. Phone in the side pocket, and then most of the times I try to remember to bring a water bottle. In here I have these two organizers from Target. In the first one I have diaper changing things, so I have some diapers, an extra outfit, and some Aquaphor. And then in this one I have things like little boogie wipes, pacifier wipes, we use those anytime we're out, the little stain treater wipes, and hand sanitizer. We also have a pack of wipes for diaper changes. And in the little laptop sleeve I keep the changing pad. Love that we can easily wipe this down, fold it up, and put it back in. This little bag from Mushy, I usually have a burp cloth and a bib in, but again we just used it, so I need to refill it. But this bag is also really good for if there's an accident. It's waterproof, so I can just put the clothes in here and then put them in the extra change of clothes. So I also keep a book in here for entertainment, a sun hat just in case we're outside, and then I have a car seat cover tucked away down here, as well as these little pacifier binky holders, just keeping things clean. I also usually keep a blanket in here, but I'm washing that right now. And that is everything that we keep in the diaper bag. I know it's going to change a lot over the next couple of months, but right now this is what we've been needing and is working for us. We just keep it right next to the door by his car seat. That way it's ready to roll when we are. And that's everything that I wanted to share today. I'm really hoping that over the next couple months, even monthly, I can do some updates. We're definitely still in the early stages of trying to figure him out and this stay-at-home mom thing out. But thanks for sticking with me and for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one.